Welcome you all to this second episode on will in pursuit of our legal education for common man. In last episode, we briefly saw some basic phrases and definitions. In this episode, we are going to see essential characteristics of the will, what are the tests whether a document is will or not, some form of the wills and languages, etc., and the stamp duty and registration formalities for the will. Now, as we saw in last episode, let me repeat the definition of will. Will is a legal declaration of the intention of a testator with respect to disposal of his or her property which he desires to be carried out into effect after his death. So the first characteristics, there are four in all. The first characteristics, it has to be a legal declaration. That is it must be valid in the eyes of law. For example, a person who is below age of 18 years is considered to be incompetent to make a contract by Indian law, and also he is considered as incompetent to make a will. So a will made by a minor would be invalid. Similarly, a will must be properly executed and attested as per section 63 of the Act. If it is not in accordance with that Act, then it is not a valid will. So this is what is meant by a legal declaration. So also, the will must be executed by a person while he is in soundness of mind. That means he understands what he is doing. I use two phrases here, execution and attestation, which we will see in the coming episodes. Second characteristics, the declaration should relate to the property of the testator which he wants to dispose of. So firstly, it is his or her property. A person cannot will out property which is not his or which he is not capable of disposing of. For example, out of ancestral property, what one gets, he can make a will only for his share and not for the share of his other co-partners. Secondly, if there is no mention of disposal of property, but if it gives a merely a right to his wife or widow to appoint some manager as caretaker of the property, then it's not a will. The third characteristics, the intention of the testator to dispose of his property must be coming into effect after his death, and it should be clearly spelled into the document. If some property is conveyed to somebody in his lifetime, then it may fall under gift, but it cannot become a will. Fourth characteristics and last one, will is revocable at any time in the lifetime of the testator. That means one must keep in mind that will speaks only after the death, but it can be revoked in his lifetime any number of times. Once he makes a fresh will, the earlier will which he made gets automatically revoked. So firstly, we must keep in mind that will speaks only after the death of the testator, and thus it operates from the date of the death of the testator and not from the date on which the will was executed. Now let's see tests whether the document is will or not. Friends, there are only two tests. The first test is the writer had the intention of conveying the benefits to someone by way of instrument, which is called animus testandi. That means the testator had the intention of conveying the benefits to someone post his death. Second test, it should clearly mention that death of the testator will be the event to give the effect to it. Once the document conforms to these two tests, the document can be called as will. Now let's see some forms of will. There is no specific format prescribed to write a will. only one thing is to be needed to be, it must be signed properly and attested by two witnesses with date of execution as required by the Indian Succession Act. Even the agreement letters, the bill of exchange, the power of attorney can operate as a will and take effect if the animus testandi is present. Only the disposition cannot take place until the death of the testator, which is to be remembered. Further, no technical words are necessary to make a will. Will can be in any language. Only thing, the words should be very clear and unambiguous. The mind of the testator should clearly get reflected in words. Will can be handwritten as well as typed. Even a pencil will do, but please understand, pencil is not the best form to make a document nowadays. Will can be of one's entire property, or it can be for some of his property. If some property is not willed out, it stands as he dies as intestate succession with respect to that property, and the Hindu Succession Act will apply in that case and will not operate. In a small caution here, the will can be made for entire property except for Muslim. For Muslims, the Shariat law applies and he can will out only 1/3 of his property. Secondly, property which is not willed out would devolve as per rule of intestate succession. Further, no stamp duty is payable, thus a will need not be written on stamp paper. Registration of the will is not compulsory. Medical certificate from a doctor is not a must, although it is advisable to have. So friends, the time is up for today. We stop here. Next episode, I intend to cover what are the kinds of wills, person capable of making wills, which is given in section 59 of the Act, and testamentary guardian, which is given in section 60. Goodbye till then. Please subscribe to the channel, and for personalized services, contact me by email at advsdbapat@gmail.com. Goodbye. Thank you.